let's review what we've just learned in this section. We learned that Diffie-Hellman key exchange provides for us a way to share a shared secret and arrive at a symmetric key so that we have two computers who are able to talk to one another. So we were able to talk to our DigitalOcean Linux server. And we also used hashing to make sure that the messages aren't tampered with and that there's no funny business. Finally, we had to authenticate the user in two ways. We could either provide a password to say, hey, we are who we are and we have the right to access the server, or we could use something like RSA, which again allows us to provide or allows us to prove the identity of the person. Or we could use SSH keys and something called RSA, which allows us to prove the identity of the person without a password. So you see now how these 4 steps using those 3 technologies, the symmetric encryption, asymmetric encryption, and hashing, are able to combine all of these together to make sure that we can communicate securely. We now have a way for us to connect the client to the host and do all sorts of exciting things that we'll encounter later on in the course. And the beauty is that you now understand how GitHub works, right? We're the client, we have a laptop, and we want to connect to GitHub, which is a host, a remote host. And GitHub is just a server that holds our code. And they're able to have multiple SSH keys on their server to make sure that they allow access to the right person. So if you own the repo and you can prove that you own the repo on GitHub, well, GitHub will hold that SSH key for you and will verify every time you make any Git commands. And finally, using all the technologies we've used, we're able to keep away bad men who want to peek into our traffic. So, it's finally the end of the day on our first day at Keiko Corp. Bruno, the eccentric that he is very, very excited to get you onboarded, and he's very impressed that you've got all your GitHub SSH keys sorted so that you're ready for work tomorrow. I have a feeling that he's going to be asking a lot of us, but I think we got this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.